Main phase.
By 1996, Capcom's CPS1 Dash hardware, the second revision of their Play System 1 board, the one introduced to power the arcade hit Street Fighter II Champion Edition, was looking a bit long in the tooth. Their CPS2 hardware had been released 3 years earlier, offering improved sprite capabilities, better sound hardware, and more importantly for Capcom, vastly improved security. CPS1 hardware, even when considering the stopgap 1.5 version with Q-Sound, was at that point not considered a viable platform for the latest 2D arcade games. So, what became of any remaining stock at that point? Unsold PCBs and the like? Well, with games, and I use the term loosely, like Magical Pumpkin, I believe we have our answer. We've seen Sega put out similar products, such as Waku Waku Ultraman Racing, also released in 1996 and again several years after the System 16B platform was no longer viable, and it appears Capcom went down the same path. That path? Ride-on games for kids. Simple, short, fixed-length games, often in custom cabinets with simple motions and sometimes flashy lights to appeal to very young children. These are the kind of machines which remain popular in shopping centres even to this day. The gameplay consists of nothing more than pressing buttons and seeing things happen on the screen rather than presenting any kind of challenge. You can't win, you can't lose, and if you're lucky, maybe they'll give you a score at the end. Magical Pumpkin brings popular Sanrio characters such as Hello Kitty to this market. Characters likely to have enough appeal to children to make them beg their parents for a go on the machine. CPS1 hardware is a good fit for this type of machine, allowing for large, bold and colourful graphics with strong audio to back up those visuals. While the platform no longer had the cutting edge being demanded by the latest players in the arcade, it was more than enough to provide a compelling first game experience for a young child. Unlike traditional arcade games, records of these machines and what hardware they used are much more difficult to come by, as the machines in many cases, despite using cheaper older hardware, were still relatively large custom cabinets, and like everything else they would eventually lose their appeal even with a target audience and end up in storage or scrapped. It is therefore pleasing to see the software for these machines preserved, helping to tell the story of the arcade hardware after its usual service life. I've not said much of the game because you can see it running in the background. It controls with a simple wheel for moving left and right alongside 3 attack buttons, 1 attack button for each of the 3 on-screen characters. Different attacks cause different on-screen interactions, and that's really all there is to it. Even the boss at the end will die in the same amount of time regardless if you actually use the attack buttons or just take your hands off the controls and press nothing. Thanks to Hammy for dumping this one, and Dink of FBN Neo for hooking up the wheel controller. I think the controller fix missed main 0.250 but should be in 0.251 at the end of this month. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video, and I'll see you in the next one.